Richard Koch, The 80-20 Principle, The Secret to Achieving More with Less. Welcome to a journey that opens new doors to living a happier, more successful life, the 80-20 Principle. The underlying concept of this versatile principle is that 20% of inputs or efforts create 80% of output, or rewards. This relationship between work and its impact on results is immensely significant as it demonstrates the inherent imbalance experienced in various aspects of life. From businesses and personal productivity to the pursuit of happiness, this summary delves into numerous applications of the 80-20 principle and elucidates how being aware of these lopsided dynamics can effectively simplify our lives while enabling us to achieve more with less.
The 80-20 Principle. The 80-20 Principle, also known as the Pareto Principle, suggests that 80% of results come from 20% of effort. This can be observed in various settings, such as businesses where 20% of products generate 80% of profits, or in driving, where 20% of motorists cause 80% of accidents. The principle is a result of a minority causing a significant impact on results, and in reality, the ratio differs but still holds true. Understanding the 80-20 principle can be valuable knowledge as it can be applied to optimize productivity. The nature of imbalance. The world is imbalanced by default, and feedback loops amplify this disparity in many areas of life, including linguistics and wealth distribution. The 80-20 principle shows that small differences can lead to significant advantages. While natural imbalances are not necessarily unjust, people often perceive them as unfair, particularly in cases of wealth distribution. Efficiency through the 80-20 principle. The 80-20 principle teaches that 80% of our work is inefficient, and only 20% of our effort produces results. By identifying and eliminating inefficient practices, we can increase our efficiency and maximize our results. By creatively applying this principle, we can sustain our last-minute efficiency throughout an entire project. We can begin by analyzing our work processes and identifying inefficiencies, such as overthinking or rumination, and consciously avoiding them. By redirecting our efforts towards impactful tasks, we can increase our efficiency and multiply our results. Maximize business profitability. To apply the 80-20 principle in business, one must first analyze which product groups generate the most profits. The top 20% products usually account for 80% of business profits. The second step involves prioritizing these products and focusing resources on selling more of them. By igniting the sales of top-performing products alone, businesses can increase profits significantly. For instance, a case study at an electronics company revealed that the top 3 products brought in 52.6% of total profits. Doubling sales of such top-tier products should be the primary goal for sales professionals. This principle can be applied to all businesses by identifying the top-performing products, amplifying their potential, and maximizing their sales to generate more profit. Simplify your business. Managing complexity in big companies means additional hidden costs. An extensive product portfolio leads to complicated logistics, increased administrative work, and more training for salespeople. Simplicity, however, greatly reduces costs. By narrowing down the product range and allowing all members of the company to focus on them, administrative work is simplified, bringing economies of scale and higher profitability. A study of medium-sized companies found that the least complex ones were the most successful. The versatility of the 80-20 principle. The 80-20 principle can be applied to any area or function of business. In negotiations, focusing on the few points that matter to your company can increase success rates. Targeting marketing efforts towards the 20% of customers generating 80% of business is a profitable strategy. Real estate broker, Nicholas Barsan, earns over $1 million per year by prioritizing his best clients. The 80-20 principle has near-universal applications in business. 80-20 thinking. The 80-20 principle suggests that analyzing which 20% of inputs generates 80% of outputs is essential for businesses. However, for personal life, one requires 80/20ths thinking. It acknowledges the fact that all inputs or causes are not equally important. For instance, not all friends are equally valuable. 20% of friendships produce 80% of value, such as joy and camaraderie. The most significant difference between an 80/20 analysis and thinking is that the former requires collecting and analyzing data to identify the top 20%, while the latter is merely an estimation. Therefore, rather than focusing on quantity, 80/20ths thinking recommends prioritizing quality in deepening the valuable and meaningful 20% of relationships. Though quantifying the value of relationships in absolute numbers is not possible, this thinking can be applied to various aspects of life. By asking ourselves which relationships are most important and how much quality time we spend with them, we can identify the vital relationships of our lives. Revolutionize your time. Have you struggled with time management and end up feeling overworked? The 80/20 time management or time revolution technique can help you identify the 20% of your tasks that produce 80% of the achievement. Categorizing your daily activities according to priority doesn't work, as most people don't know which tasks are the most important and end up with jam-packed schedules. Focusing on the most important 20% of tasks and using the saved time to achieve better results helps you achieve more without overworking yourself. This approach has been successful in consulting firms, where they focus on the most important 20% of clients' issues and use their time to support clients in implementing recommendations, resulting in increased profits. Revolutionize your time and free up time without degrading the impact of your work. The distribution of happiness. Most people define their quality of life by overall happiness, but few try to make changes to increase it. The key is to identify the distribution of happiness and unhappiness in your life and trace their causes before taking action to make a change. Once you've managed to cut down on the things that make you unhappy, you'll find you have more time and energy to spend on things that do make you happy. Just think about what 20% of activities in your life produce 80% of your happiness, and try to find ways to spend more time engaged in them.
In summary, the 80/20 principle is a powerful reminder that imbalance is the core aspect of life. Embracing this understanding and applying the 80/20 principle can radically elevate your professional and personal life, guide businesses towards a leaner and more focused approach, as well as lead you toward happiness by prioritizing what truly matters. As the principle is applicable across diverse areas of life, adopting 80/20 thinking will enable you to challenge conventional, linear perspectives and identify the minority of inputs that have the greatest impact on the desired outputs. Ultimately, the 80/20 principle presents the cognizance to make informed choices that drive optimal results with minimal effort.